Let's hear the comparison between Florence and Venice.
Her great rival, Venice. Mrs. Oliphant, speaking of Venice, says, "After the bewitchment of the first vision, a chill falls upon the inquirer. Where is the poet? Where the prophet? Where the princes, the scholars, the men whom, could we see, we should recognize wherever we met them, with whom the whole world is acquainted? They are not here. In the sunshine of the piazza and the glorious gloom of San Marco, in the great council chambers of the ducal palace, once so full of busy statesmen and great interests, there is scarcely a figure recognizable of all to be met with in the spirit, no one for traces of whom we look as we walk, or whose individual footsteps are traceable. Instead of the men who made her what she was and who ruled her with so high a hand, we find everywhere the great image of Venice herself. In her records, the city is everything, the individual nothing. Venice is the outcome, not great names of individual Venetians. Mrs. Oliphant's subsequent remarks show that the root of a reason why Venice produced no prominent men was the inordinate love of money. A race with whom money making and money spending is the one serious interest cannot penetrate those avenues by which the mind soars to its highest limits. Florence also loved money, but it was not her chief interest, and so we have this significant result. Florence, with art and learning as her passion, and with her long line of immortal names in every branch of these, the city which led the way in producing the civilization of Europe. And on the other hand, Venice, producing next to nothing of the kind, no great poet, no great scholar, no great sculptor, no great statesman known to all the world, no great painter, even until her rival had been leading the way in that particular for 150 years, and had produced a host of such, and leaving nothing behind her but her own exalted name, nothing still able to elevate mankind after her glory had passed away. It is a great contrast, and just as it is the lack of human interest in the case of Venice that causes that chill to fall upon the inquirer, so on the other hand it is the abundant possession of the human interest that gives Florence her great attraction. The seed from which the fruit grew was, in the one case, the love of money, in the other, the love of art. End of section number 1.
You gotta hand it to him. And does this remind you of New York City's love of money? Peace out.